So I saw this video posted by Lift Vault titled "Stop Shaming Heavyweight Lifters with Bodyweight Multipliers." Now this video I think is in response to a video of a girl bench pressing or floor pressing just over 300 pounds, and I guess a lot of people were trying to point out the fact that she was heavier, and that's part of the only reason she was able to move the amount of weight that she was able to move, and kind of criticizing her for her weight as well, which does not make sense to me. I don't understand how you can make fun of and criticize this girl for pushing the amount of weight that she's pushing. Yes, she is a bit bigger, but people who move this amount of weight, they tend to be bigger, they are larger. It's not cheating. You actually need to be a certain size to be able to move a certain amount of weight. That's why you see strong men having to eat about 10,000 plus calories a day to do what they do, and they're all humongous. They're all over 6 feet tall. They're all pushing 300, some 400 pounds. And do you think that Eddie Hall and Thor Bjornsson would be able to compete in strongman now and be as good as they once were, looking the way they do now? Absolutely not. But in Lift Vault's video, he explains better than what I can why you shouldn't shame. He compares the video of this girl bench pressing or floor pressing to Ray Williams and his body weight when he squatted over 1,000 pounds, Julius Maddox and his body weight as he's benching 790, almost 800 pounds, and Thor and his body weight when he was able to deadlift 1,104 pounds. And here's what he had to say.
Body weight. But to prove that bodyweight multipliers don't really scale to the higher weight classes, I wanted to have a look at the heaviest lifts in the world and their bodyweight multipliers. Starting with squat, Ray Williams holds the heaviest sleeve squat in history at 490 kg, and when he did this lift he weighed 190 kg, and this is immediately the highest bodyweight multiplier of this list, coming in at 2.59 times body weight. But on bench, Julius Maddox has the record, and when he set that record of 355 kg, he had a body weight of 203 kg, which makes his body weight multiplier come in at 1.75. And while there are plenty of lifters benching 2 times body weight, Julius' lift is way more impressive than 2 times body weight in any other weight class. And
now, while these are all good examples, and he still drives the point home that you should not be using somebody's body weight as an excuse when it comes to how much weight they can lift, or shaming them by using body weight multipliers. I don't think these are the best examples to use. While these guys are very strong, it's kind of been proven by other guys within powerlifting or strongman that they don't need to be the size of Ray Williams or Thor Bjornsson or Julius Maddox to be strong. Here's what I mean. If someone were to make the argument to me that you need to be the size of Ray Williams, 400 plus pounds, to squat 1,000 plus pounds, that just wouldn't be true. There are 16 guys within powerlifting who have squatted over 1,000 pounds and weighed under 400 pounds. 2 of them actually weighed under 300 pounds. The same thing goes with Julius Maddox. It goes for Julius Maddox on the bench press. While no one has bench pressed the amount of weight that Julius Maddox has, you can look at someone like John Hack and again realize you don't need to be over a certain amount of weight to push an incredible amount of weight. Same thing with deadlift. You can look at Thor. Yes, he was 400 something pounds, but Dan Grigsby is about 200 pounds lighter in deadlifting 1,102 pounds. There's only a 2-pound difference in how much they can deadlift, and there's over a 200-pound body weight difference. So those examples are a little bit tough to use. I think a better example, and probably the best example to honestly use, would have been Tamara Walcott. Tamara Walcott is 296 pounds. Tamara Walcott obviously has been able to set a record with the heaviest deadlift by a woman by deadlifting 636 pounds. But she can also bench press 380 pounds and squat 600 pounds. So I don't think that we can sit here and say, for example, Tamara was only able to do that because of her body weight, because she was 296 pounds. If she wasn't that big, maybe she would have never been able to set the record she was able to set. On top of that, even though Tamara Walcott is 296 pounds, no woman in her weight class has come close to hitting the numbers that she has. So is weight really that big of a factor? There's no other woman who is 300 pounds or around the size of Tamara Walcott and has been able to move the amount of weight she has been able to move. If there's no other woman who has been able to do that or even come close, is body weight really a factor, and should we use that to discredit how strong someone such as Tamara Walcott is? But from this video, I think that the question you have to ask and where we can learn is, why does more weight equal more strength? For example, a skinny guy coming in at 130 pounds, coming into the gym for the first time to work out versus someone who's 200 pounds coming in to work out for the first time, even though experience level may be the same, chances are that the 200 pounder will be stronger. Now, why is this? Part of the reason is that people who are, and I'm not going to say overweight or obese, this is kind of, when you type the question into Google, this is what comes up. They say overweight or obese. I'm not going to say that's always the case. It can definitely sometimes be the case. People who tend to have more weight on them are more likely to have muscle mass. So that's why, if any of you have ever bulked before, though you put on more fat, you probably have also noticed while you were bulking that you got a little bit stronger as well. Anyway, guys, this is an argument I don't think that should even exist. If someone is moving a crazy amount of weight and they're heavier, trying to criticize them is pointless, especially if they're, one, moving their body weight or more, two, moving more weight than you would ever be touching. Now, if someone is bragging about bench pressing 225 and they're 350 pounds, I mean, that's different. And I'm talking about like they're overly ecstatic about bench pressing 225 and going around bragging to people about it. That's different. Go ahead and shame those type of people, because that is, to me, that's weak. You should be able to, if you're going to brag about something, brag about being able to move at least your body weight or more. But anyways, guys, that is the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Make sure that you do like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys later.